Preamble, Philosophy and Objectives. The Preamble to the Indian Constitution, the soul, philosophy, and architectural blueprint of the Indian Republic. The Preamble to the Constitution of India is not a mere ornamental preface, but it is the philosophical cornerstone, the soul, and the normative compass of the world's largest democracy. From a political science perspective, it serves as a key to minds of the constitution makers, encapsulating the fundamental values, the grand objectives, and the very source of authority of the Indian state. It is a concise yet profound statement of intent, a social contract between the people and the republic they established, and a yardstick against which the performance of the state can be measured. The text and its historical genesis. The preamble reads, "We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economical, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution." Historical genesis. The preamble is based on the Objectives Resolution drafted and moved by Jawaharlal Nehru in the Constituent Assembly on December 13, 1946. This resolution laid down the fundamental philosophy and aims that would guide the drafting of the Constitution. The preamble, in its final form, is a refined and distilled version of this resolution. The words socialist, secular, and integrity were not in the original text. They were inserted by 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1976 during the emergency. On the recommendations of the Swarn Singh Committee, this amendment sought to make the implicit philosophy of the Constitution explicit. Source integration. The original debate on the Objectives Resolution is found in Constituent Assembly Debates, CAD, Volume 1. The rationale for the 42nd Amendment is detailed in the Swarn Singh Committee Report 1976. The philosophy embedded in the preamble. The preamble is a rich tapestry woven from several interconnected philosophical threads. Popular sovereignty, we, the people of India. There is the most foundational principle. It declares that the ultimate source of all constitutional authority is not a monarch or parliament, but the people of India. The Constitution is enacted by the people for the people. This establishes India as a modern democratic state where government derives its just powers from the consent of the governed. Political science significance. It represents a complete break from the colonial past and establishes the principle of self-rule as a basis of the Indian polity. The nature of the Indian state. The quintuple identity. The preamble defines India as a sovereign. India is a complete independent state free from any form of external control or interference. It can make its own laws and conduct its own affairs without being subordinate to any other nation. Socialist, added by 42nd Amendment. This reflects a commitment to achieving socialist pattern of society. The Indian concept of socialism is not the orthodox state ownership model of communism, but a democratic socialism that aims to reduce inequalities of income, status, and opportunity, and to eliminate exploitation. It implies a mixed economy where the state plays a key role in ensuring the welfare of all citizens. Secular, added by 42nd Amendment. This embodies the principle that the state has no official religion and treats all religion with equal respect and neutrality. It implies positive secularism. The state can intervene to reform religious and ensure equality within religious communities, that is, banning untouchability. Sarv Dharm Sambhav, equal protection of all religions. Democratic. This establishes a system of government based on the will of the people. It's not just about universal adult suffrage and periodic elections, but also about ensuring a democratic spirit that pervades all institutions of the country. Republic. It signifies that the head of state, the president, is an elected representative, not a hereditary monarch. This underscores the values of equality and the absence of any privileged class based on birth. The grand objectives, the ideals to be pursued. The preamble outlines four cardinal objectives that the state is duty bound to secure for its citizens. Justice. It is a trinity of social justice, implies the creation of a society free from discrimination based on caste, creed, gender, religion, etc. It is the bedrock for policies like reservations and affirmative action. Economic justice demands the non discrimination of people on the basis of economic factors. It aims to reduce the concentration of wealth and provide adequate livelihood for all. Political justice implies equal political rights for all, including the right to vote, contest elections, and hold public office. Liberty. It is not absolute liberty, but liberty within the confines of laws. Confines of law. It guarantees the liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. This is the foundation for the fundamental rights enshrined in Part 3rd of the Constitution. Equality, it signifies the absence of special privileges for any individual or group. It promises equality of status and of opportunity. This is operationalized through articles guaranteeing equality before the law. Article 14, non-discrimination. Article 15, and the equality of opportunity in public employment. Article 16. Fraternity. This is the most philosophical and aspirational objective. It refers to a feeling of brotherhood and a sense of belonging to a single nation. The preamble links it to two crucial concepts: assuring the dignity of the individual, recognizing the inherent worth of every human being, the unity and integrity of the nation. A critical objective in a vast and diverse country like India, emphasizing that fraternity is essential for national cohesion. The legal and political significance of the preamble. The status of the preamble has been a subject of significant judicial interpretation. Is the preamble a part of the Constitution? In the Barubari Union case, 1960, the Supreme Court held that the preamble is not a part of the Constitution and therefore cannot be enforced in a court of law. However, this position was reversed in the landmark Keshavanand Bharati case 1973. The Supreme Court definitively declared that the preamble is a part of the Constitution. It held that the preamble could be used to interpret ambiguous areas of the Constitution. Can the preamble be amended? The same Keshavanand Bharati case established the iconic basic structure doctrine. The court held that while the preamble can be amended by Parliament under Article 368, the basic structure or the fundamental feature of the Constitution cannot be altered. The preamble contains the basic structure, which include concepts like sovereignty, secularism, democracy, republicanism, justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Any amendment that seeks to destroy or damage this basic structure would be declared unconstitutional. I repeat, basic structure which include concepts like sovereignty, secularism, democracy, republicanism, justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. The preamble as an interpretive tool. Judges frequently use the preamble to interpret the spirit and intent of the Constitution when the text of a particular article is unclear. It acts as a guiding light for the constitutional interpretation. Source integration. The legal status is defined in the Supreme Court judgments. Barubari Union and Exchange of Enclaves 1960. In the seminal Keshavanand Bharati versus State of Kerala. Excuse me. Sorry. 1973. Conclusion. The enduring legacy. The preamble is the moral and political compass of the Indian Republic. It is a revolutionary document that sets forth a vision of a just, free, equal, and united society. It is both a declaration of our past struggles and a promise for our future. It reminds the government of its duties, the citizen of their rights, and all stakeholders of the fundamental values upon which the nation is built. In its elegant and powerful prose, it captures the highest aspirations of the Indian public and continues to inspire and guide the world's most vibrant democracy. It is in the truest sense, the identity card of the Indian Constitution. Okay, the topic is completed. Preambles, philosophy, and objectives. We'll meet in topic 3 of this paper in the next video.